So welcome to this third season of Season Day Scholar. And today we have got none other than the editor-in-chief of ES&T Letters, Professor Bryan Brooks. As you know that in the introduction, we keep the secret of the achievements and everything. So you can find in the description as well as at the end of the video. So welcome, Bryan. It is a great pleasure and honor to have you on this program.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I look forward to our conversation this evening, or this morning, rather.
Now, this is the big thing about being editor. When was your first break? How did you go into this business, and how did you excel and reach to the top?
Well, I think it's important to kind of come back to the original motivation, right? The motivation was never to become an editor, right? The motivation was science and trying to ask interesting questions and have scientific contributions that again resulted from our curiosity, but ultimately were of high quality. And so then I think it's also important for people to know that this is a volunteer exercise, especially as you get started. Reviewers, I still review for many other journals, even though I'm responsible for a major international journal, and will continue to do so. I think it's kind of like reviewer karma, right? And we should basically put into the system because we're receiving from the system. And so, as I think through getting started, it was being a reviewer. It was doing good reviews. Being serious. Trying to improve the science. Trying to do my part as part of the broader scholarly community. And then I was nominated to serve as an associate editor of a society journal, and I was also asked if I'd be interested in serving as an associate editor for a major Elsevier journal that you're aware of called the Science of Total Environment. And so the CTAC journal, the Scientific Environmental Toxicology and Chemistry journal, was Integrated Environmental Assessment and Management. And so I started as an associate editor with IEAM and also with Stoughton. Okay. And so I was working with both of those journals in an associate editor's role. And then I had edited a book with a colleague on pharmaceuticals in the environment for Springer, and so I was familiar with some of the publishing, and they had an opening that they had approached me about for a Springer Nature journal called Environmental Management, and to see if I was interested. And so at first I wasn't sure that I was, quite frankly. And so, but we had some conversations probably over about a 6-month period. And then, I was grateful for the opportunity to be able to take it on as editor-in-chief in 2014. And so, again, I think there was never the motivation to have the title of associate editor, of a Q1 journal or something like this. I went to work with the Society Journal and then the Science of Total Environment, which is a major multidisciplinary journal. And so, you oftentimes contribute to the places that you would publish your work or read. I also then served as also an associate editor for Environmental Toxicology and Chemistry, which is the flagship journal from the Society of Environmental Toxicology and Chemistry, and that's the journal where I published most of the or more papers there than any other journal. I've tried to support the society journals quite a bit, and routinely are taking students to CTAC and ACS and other places to present their work. And so then we again working with colleagues, right, to try to develop better experiences for authors, trying to never compromise on the quality of the science. And so, environmental management, I think we were able to work with our colleagues to do some things that at least the numbers say the journal's been improving, but it's a long-standing, well-regarded journal in the environmental science, social science space. And then, I I got a call from the American Chemical Society, and they indicated that I was someone that was shortlisted for environmental science and technology letters. And so I was asked if I would put forward a vision statement. Someone who has experience chairing search committees for ACS. The search committee members are anonymous. You don't know who they are, but they are very good people from around the world, and really the experts. And so I put forward a vision statement for the journal, and certainly respect ES&T, the society basis, all the work that ES&T and ES&T letters, and now ES&T water and engineering do for the community. I mean, it's just incredible. American Chemical Society is the largest publisher in the world. Okay, scientific publisher in the world. It's also not for profit. And so that means whatever revenues are coming in, they're really distributing that out to cultivate the community. And it's pretty cool because awards and symposia and supporting the editors, so we can really try to focus on the quality of the science and again facilitate the outcomes or the outputs from the community. And so that was my journey, quite frankly, to where I am now. And having just finished the first 3 years in the role as editor-in-chief at ES&T Letters, obviously we welcome your very best work. And if you're not familiar with ES&T Letters, check us out. We're really a shorter article type where we focus on urgent and timely information and rapid dissemination of those findings. And so, so that was sort of my journey. It all started with volunteerism, right? It all started with the good quality reviews, because the editors will remember the people that do the reviews on time, that give really good quality reviews, right? And then you get the invitation to be an associate editor. And so this is the path, right? Is now you focus on the quality of the work and the responsiveness, right? All of us want our papers reviewed fast and with high quality, right? And so this is what we all try to contribute to the overall system, because we are all in this together, right? Regardless of what country we live in, we're on the same planet, and the planet needs advances in environmental science and technology and health to be more sustainable, more just as we move forward.